Hey guys, Sublord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the DC Digital Fidgetal, whatever you want to call it, Classic Nightwing. It's a Silver Age Nightwing, quite possibly. First appearance Nightwing, quote unquote, because it is just Dick Grayson. Again, so is it really a first appearance? Either way, this is the Teen Titans era from the 80s, of course. Nightwing, brought to us by the fine folks over at DC Direct and or McFarlane Toys. Pick your poison there. So yes, not for nothing, this guy kind of symbolizes how lacking in accessories this wave is. So why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at those accessories, or the lack thereof. Shall we? He's got a collectible trading card. Bio on the back. Obviously, it's Dick Grayson. It's Nightwing. Seen him before. You also have one of his wing dings, which is bent to crap from trying to get it in his hand. But that's all you get. You get this wing ding. That is all. You get nothing else. And I'm also not entirely sure how he's supposed to hold this stupid thing, so I might have to heat up that singular open hand and try to push this in a little more. But yeah, that's all you get for accessories. A chintzy little wingding that's literally big enough to be a pocket comb. Just putting that aside. Isn't that the name of a Hostess cake? Wingdings? We also have the Hockey Puck display stand we sing with all McFarlane Toys releases. And now we have the figure, who's on the Booster Gold Blue Beetle body. I don't think the torso's reused from anybody. Not even Deadman. This is a much smaller collar than him. He does have the V neck like Deadman, but a smaller collar nonetheless. And no peg hole on the back. Other than that, he does have these little wrist cuffs. I don't recognize those, but they could be from somebody. And he's got, I think, unique boot tops. I don't recognize these boot tops. They kind of point upwards. So he's got some new parts. Some, but of course the head. Decent Nightwing head. But not a ton. Not a ton. So as far as articulation goes, this head will look side to side. Up and down, tilt, all that good stuff. Shoulders will go out, back down, rotate all the way around. Beautiful butterfly. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow. Crunches up nicely. Looks kind of chunky though. Ball hinge wrist that will rotate, hinge, and swivel. No all hands for this guy, which kind of sucks. And I did have to like chip some schmutz off of these ball hinges. I just popped the hands off and carefully chipped away at that. That way it would not damage the hand. So I'd do that on both sides. This side too. This side was even worse because it could almost not even bend. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. Flip that around. But you can see a little bit of the remnants of what I chipped away. But yeah, it definitely works better now than it did. But very weird. Torso can move that far forward, this far back. Can rotate all around. You can tilt side to side. Torso's not too loose, so that's fine. It's also got the same stuff going in the waist, just a single ball, works fine. Hips kick out, back down, forward and back. He does have a thigh cut, but it ain't much to speak of. Oh, it is pretty tight, so yeah, you can actually get decent range out of that on both sides, so that's cool. Double knee. I keep one of these clipped so he can stand, and he does have a ball hinge in the foot. That will rotate, hinge, and pivot. And he also has toe joints that are okay enough on both sides. So, cool figure. Very cool figure. If you're into this look for Nightwing, I have like every different Nightwing from this line, the exception of, I think, a video game one. So it made sense for me to pick this guy up. Can add him to my classic Bat family. I guess I'll probably put him with the like the Silver Age Batman or something like that. There we go. That torso joint's a little stiffer. But, yeah. Not too shabby. Looks good. So, yeah, with that being said, not much to say. I guess I can attempt to put this wing ding in here on camera. Although, it can be easier said than done. The fact that his hand is not the best for holding it. No, fell right out. I just had it in there too. Hold on. Let's see if I can get that in there. Problem is, it's like too freaking big for his hand. It's like way too freaking big. That's as good as I can get it. Hopefully don't drop it when I'm going to set him down, but... that's the best I got. That is the best I got. You don't like it. Tough cookies. Sure is something else that Hostess makes good cookies. So there you go. So with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Nightwing alongside a fellow Steve Perez creation. We have Deathstroke, the Terminator. At least I believe these two were both created by Steve Perez. He was responsible for the Teen Titans after all. That said, we also have another figure from this particular wave of digital, whatever you want to call them, figures. We have Spoiler, aka Stephanie Brown Batgirl, if that's what her name is. I'm 99.98% sure that is what her name is. You know, I could just look that up and make myself not look stupid on the video, but, you know, where's the fun in that? And, yeah, I think he scales nicely with these two. Deathstroke should be taller, and Batgirl should be about the same height, if not shorter. I don't know, I don't mind if her and Nightwing are the same heights. When Nightwing and Batman are the same height, I'm like, okay, shouldn't Batman be taller? Also, speaking of which, whoever's going around saying that in the Teen Titans cartoon, Slade, who's clearly Deathstroke, is Batman training Dick Grayson, that's just stupid, okay? Because if that's the case, how do you explain the whole Trigon's lapdog with a skull head thing that Slade went through? I mean, really, like, what's up with that? What's up with that? So getting these two out of the way. So we can make way for our two regulars. Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith, who literally just dropped half of his mace on the floor. Put that back in. Sneaky bugger. As well as the infamous Kurt 11 Spawn, who, yeah, is taller, just not tall enough to be towering, but still taller nonetheless. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the sheer lack of accessories, which seems to be a theme for this particular digital, whatever the heck you want to call it, wave, yeah, this is a solid representation of the first appearance and or classic version of good old Dick Grayson as Nightwing. The only downside with that, though, we don't have any other classic Teen Titans to go with him. Sure, we got Deathstroke the Terminator for him to do battle with, but we don't have Starfire, Raven, or Cyborg in their classic outfits to go with this figure. There is a Beast Boy, but he's kind of hard to get, so does he really count at the end of the day? I don't think so. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.